Thanks for checking out Swordbox Ministries' message for the day. Mickey continues with his third video on the topic of jail. Our verse for the day is Psalm 51:7. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow.
Well, yesterday we looked at the first step in the right direction when yourself or your parent or someone in your family heads off to jail. You know, we acknowledge what we did wrong. We face the truth. We become honest and own up to what we did or what our spouse or our parent did. Once we face the truth, we need forgiveness. The reason's wrong, the person's wronged may not be willing to forgive us. But you know what? God always is. After acknowledging his sin against God, being truthful, David said in Psalm 51:7, wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. And down in verse 9 he said, and blot out all my iniquities. David knew simply acknowledging his sin was only the beginning. He needed forgiveness, and he knew that God would give forgiveness. Remember, he's committed adultery and he's committed murder. So whatever you've done, whatever your family member has done, it's not too great a sin for God to forgive. And what does God wash us with? What was David talking about? Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Well, the blood of his Son, Jesus Christ. The Bible says that without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sin. Because life is demanded for payment of sin, and the life is in the blood, yet only the holy, pure, sinless blood of Christ was a sufficient sacrifice for my sin and for your sin. And only that satisfies a holy, pure, and blameless God. So we need forgiveness, and we need to forgive ourselves. If a holy God can forgive us, how ridiculous is it for us not to forgive ourselves? There's not enough punishment that we can put ourselves through in guilt and shame and depression to pay for what we did. Jesus paid it for us. Should we be broken over our sin? Yes. But a brokenness that brings us to Christ, not to pity and depression or more sin. For the family remaining at home, forgiving the loved one who's in jail may be very difficult in situations, and yet your forgiveness is exactly what they need and what you need in order to move forward. As long as we're unforgiving of each other, the family will suffer and our relationship with God will suffer. We can't have close fellowship in a relationship with God when we're harboring unforgiveness. Maybe this isn't the first time this person has kept messing up and they've wrecked the home, putting hardships on everyone, and now here they go again, off to jail or prison. Remember, when Jesus was asked how many times we should forgive our brother, up to 7 times, Jesus responded, no, I say up to 70 times 7. There's unlimited forgiveness that we have to give. If God put a limit on forgiveness for you and me, we would all be in trouble, but he doesn't. The Bible says where sin did abound, grace did abound more. When we confess, when we acknowledge the truth, then we can ask God for his forgiveness. We can ask others to forgive us. We can forgive ourselves, and we can offer forgiveness to others. And you know what? God will blot out our iniquities. We accept that by faith, and we believe that because his word says that. In verse 14, David said this, deliver me from the guilt of bloodshed, O God. But David was guilty, right? I mean, yes, he was. But when God forgives through his Son, Jesus Christ, we are declared not guilty in God's court of law, and he is the ultimate judge. The verdict on the court may be guilty. You and your family may have to go through years and a long, difficult road, but you can all go through it forgiven and washed in the blood of the Lamb, clean and free inside your hearts, even if your body or the body of your loved one is behind bars for a time. Well, God bless you. We're going to talk about this another day tomorrow. I hope you will come back and check us out here each and every day on Swordbox. We are a 365-day-a-year ministry, day-a-year ministry, and so every day we got a new verse and we got a new short video for you to watch. God bless you. We'll see you back here next time.